It started with a hole. Ted wasn't an adventurer. Not really. He worked in IT, lived alone, had a bad knee from high school wrestling. But every few weekends, he and his friend Brad would crawl into the earth like bugs, exploring caves most people didn't even know existed. They weren't professionals, just two guys with helmets, ropes, and a mutual addiction to the unknown. The cave they found that day didn't even look like a cave. It was just a slit, a narrow crack in a sandstone cliff at the edge of town, barely wide enough to fit a backpack through. But when Ted leaned in with a flashlight, he saw a space beyond it. A chamber. Looks tight. You're gonna get stuck, and I'm not dragging your ass out. But Ted was already obsessed. That week, he couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about what was behind the slit. He convinced Brad to come back with tools. They spent hours scraping rock, chiseling edges. Dust filled their lungs. Their fingers bled. But after 3 full weekends of digging, they broke through. The chamber was small, maybe 8 feet across, silent, perfectly round, like it had been shaped not by water, not by time, by something else. There were markings on the walls, not graffiti, not tool marks, symbols carved deep into the stone. Spirals, crosses, eye-like shapes. Brad made a joke about cults. Ted didn't laugh. He took photos, started writing a blog, just for fun. Ted the Caver. That night, Ted dreamed he was back in the chamber, but the entrance was gone, sealed, and something was breathing in the dark. He woke up drenched in sweat. The blog got a few readers. Fellow cavers chimed in, offered theories. Some of them said to stay away, that the symbols looked Sumerian, or worse. Others wanted more. So they went back, pushed deeper. Behind the first chamber was a crawl tunnel, no wider than a coffin. It went on for 50 feet. They wormed through it slowly, inch by inch. The air got colder. Their headlamps dimmed for no reason. Brad said he heard something moving behind them. Ted told him to shut up. When they reached the end of the crawl, it opened into another chamber. This one wasn't empty. There were bones, small ones, clean, arranged in patterns, concentric circles, and in the center, a single tooth, human. They left, didn't talk much on the drive home. That night, someone slashed their tent, even though they were back in town. Ted found a smear of red clay across his apartment floor the next morning, but he lived alone. No one had a key. He stopped updating the blog. Brad refused to return his calls. But last night, a new post appeared. Not from Ted, just a photo of the slit in the rock. But this time, it was wider,